Just like you're young again. No, don't you cry. Just get back up again. If you wanna laugh and live it better, if you want love and stay together, if you wanna smile and be.
I'm getting these hotkeys for this thing. If this works, it'll show you in the corner. Yes, ma'am. I put a sticky note up too, but I can't read it because it's too dark. But there's a little before picture in the corner. Right up here. It'll be up in this corner right here. I hope you guys can see it. Because the shadow worked hard to get the pictures for you. And if you can see it, that's what this place looked like. This area looks like before I got to it and muckied with it. It's Control T and Elemental is amazing. You have to say that. Okay, it's Control T and Elemental is absolutely amazing. Of course she's amazing. She is the most amazingest person I know outside of me. And it's nighttime. You won't see much at night, so I'm gonna go to sleep. I should probably bring a bed with me for the tour, shouldn't I? Oh, do go on. No, I don't think I'll go on. I think you've had enough. Anywho. I have finally finished the place. It's a lot of work. 8 months. At least. Maybe 9.
Hello there.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Fangorian.
Iron 16 is now following.
Hey. Welcome in and hello. You're just in time. I was just going to start. I put a picture in the top corner. It's what it looked like before. And then, of course, there'll be after shots. So right now we're looking at the picture of where my house is right now. So I'm going to go across the water so you can see it the way it looked in the picture. Because that makes sense. I just had to sleep first. This is still a survival server. And I don't want anything to eat my face off. Although that could be funny. So there you go. I mean, I had fun making this house. That one wasn't the problem. I'll show you the problem house later, but this is... I mean, I'm not a house builder. I'm a tree builder, really. So I've been trying to learn how to build stuff now. She gets to 300 followers to stream a scary game. Mwah, Evil Mod 101. Oh, I might. I don't know. It depends on what game it is, Elemental. I mean, what am I supposed to do? I can't stream Alien. You know that. I can't even see Alien. I have vision problems. I can't see in the dark, remember? That's my neighbor over there. That's Guru. He's really cool. And he put in the bridge between the two places. Yeah, I can't see in the dark. That'd make a very fun video. Go watch me die. I already did that. I did Alien for my first 100, I thought. So, amazingly enough, I put in a house. So now it has actually got furniture. And of course a cat sitting up here. That's where she likes to sit anyways. I mean, I even put in a bathroom. Now, if this tour seems a little on the wacky side, it's because I'm also doing this for YouTube. I wanted to make my husband's job a little easier this time. Now that we're at the end. Boom. So yeah, I decided to use waterlogged leaves everywhere just because I wanted to play with it when the season started. And I sort of had a lot of books. What can I say? What was really hard was coming up with trees. I had to design 2 trees on the fly, this one and that one, because that tree refused to fit anywhere else, and the dark oaks up there didn't fit. Walks away. Yeah, I know, you're constantly trying to blow me up. This cat is waiting for fish. See? This cat is waiting for fish. That is this cat's purpose to life. So, if you have questions about anything, you can feel free to ask. No problem. Elemental, behave yourself. Yeah. So I put in this. I mean, these guys came early in the season. And I started with 2. The first 2 died. I don't know how they climbed out, but they did. And then these ones have stayed in because I made some adjustments to all of this. Originally, I had water coming in from here, so I figured that's how they died. And back here, I made this for my friends. You guys gotta have one of each frog, right? Am I right? Gotta have one of each frog. They're fun to get, trust me. Oh, I know you're not. If you've ever tried bringing a frog home over top of an ice mountain, you'll understand. It was not fun. It was terrible. Down here, my favorite thing, amethyst. And then I rigged this up, and I had a friend help me out because I really am terrible at making mob farms. Ask Mr. Generic Cleric there. Who knows? I'm really awful at it. But between Maya and Hypno started this farm first. I'll show you. Yeah, this is the right button. Because I don't have journey map on this one. This is a Skelly spawner. And after it was made, it was re-rigged with snow under here. See, there's some snow blocks here. And then when they come up here, they go through more snow to hopefully convert them into stray. Most of my houses, oh, thanks a lot. I cleaned up the area really well, I'll have you know. Just not my caves, because I died in them. And I lost all will. So there we are. We have a stray farm. Because I wanted some arrows for some pranks. What can I say? And I did not bring the right equipment, but it doesn't matter. And then they rigged up this for just basically collecting it. And then I had to put everything over here because it was a mess. And then over here... Whee! That's because of a beacon over there. Because I mean... Oh, God. I've gotten better in the years. Bit. And then we, again, Hypnojo helped out immensely with this. There's a spawner back there, a spawner over there, and a spawner here. And when we originally started, we had one pathway here and one here. But every time I'd stand here to do the killing, the darn things would hit me from behind. So he redid all of this so that we could have them coming through here. Nice and easy, right? And then he brought over an Arachnid's Bane sword later on. And then I had my mine down there because, hey, I was already halfway, right? See, I learned how to do the rails. Oh my god. I feel a little less hopeless because I figured out how to do stuff. There we go. So that's that corner done. I mean, I still remember when we went down there to look at the area, and the spiders started spawning, and I watched his okay, Hypno didn't die first. Maya did. I tried to hit a spider and I hit Maya, and I killed Maya. Hypno died to a spider behind me, so I had to run around down there getting wood out of the mine shaft to make a couple of chests for when they came back. It was a disaster. If you've learned anything, if there's a monster about and I'm starting to swing at it, you might want to find another place to go. Because I'll kill you as soon as I have a chance. It was rather funny. It was fun times. And then I put in a country garden here because, as you see back there, that was all hill. It was a nightmare to climb every day. Now, what's the next slide, I wonder? Just another view. So it did have a lot of trees, but I did try to keep a lot of the essence of what this was originally, which is flower forest. And of course the sun's going down. Are you two trying to be funny here? Not very nice, are you? I shall sleeps. I shall sleeps. I'm not going in the order of which I built, because I mean, when I built things, I built the storage second. This was like the third build I made. With all the trees again and whatnot. This is the tower. It's creepy. Keep an ender chest here. I mean, it's because there's other things I can do up here. Like there's the map area. Hey, look at that. Originally it didn't look like this. I'm gonna have to get a map done of what it looks like now. And those are all, of course, treasure hunts I went on. Because I like exploring too. So I put the enchanter setup in here. Hey, it works. Hey, it worked out perfectly, you know? And of course, I tried to do that style that B-Dubs is talking about, where you make it look darker at the bottom, darker underneath. I hope it worked out. See? Hey, run back! Yes, we're gonna run back. So its view from my husband's photo is this. So there used to be a sandbar here, and I took that out. It was right from here. It was all sand from here over to there. So I did do some terraforming, I guess. But most of it I kept the same. This is Guru's area. It's absolutely stunning. Hey, Mr. Fitz, how's it going? Thanks for coming in. You can see the top corner is a picture of what it looked like before. And then this is me doing the after. That's part 1. Oh, that's cool. Going home. That must be nice. Uh-oh.
Abject detect is now following.
Okay. Thank you. Follow? Abject detect? Oh, it's a bot. Oh, joy, oh bliss. Even I'm getting raided by them now. That's pretty, interesting, I guess. Okay, we'll go up here. Hello. I have cats everywhere. Because, his villagers have beds sometimes. The cats were getting into the nether, and they were everywhere, so I tamed them up, and I brought them back, and I put them down in here. I didn't quite get to all the different breeds, but I got enough of them. And then I decided to make a ruin over here, so that it would look like what had happened was it was a castle somewhere here once upon a time, and that parts of the walkway and another tower just crumbled. Now let's see what the next picture is. That's the whole island. Okay, time to fly. There you go. That's what it looked like when I got there. It's a flower forest biome. And that's what I turned it into. It's like there's stuff everywhere. Of course, that part's missing from the picture. So just slip over here. There you go. I didn't do this chunk here, and I didn't do a chunk at the back because it was just way too much. And I was running out of energy. I was getting burnout, really. I mean, it can happen, but oh, it's painful when it happens. Now look here. Oh, that's another big picture, isn't it? That's near here. So I may as well just, you know what? I'm just gonna fly there. Why not? That picture's taken from this angle. Where this now is. This thing took a lot of time to work out. Didn't fit on this side. So I had to take this thing back into creative and shrink it down to fit. Very frustrating little thing. I thought it was going to fit in here perfectly, but it didn't. And then I had to literally re-terraform everything because of all that sand. I mean, the sand just was all the way out to here. It was crazy. Completely sand right here and all the way up to there. It was a lot of sand. I mean, I got tons of it. And I decided to just try and, you know, just change color palettes. Or to just showcase all the different colors you get just from the deep slate. I mean, it's one of their best blocks. Because every block of deep slate has its own color. And of course I had to use the new stuff. I mean, this stuff is cool. I'm not gonna lie. This stuff is totally cool. And then later on I changed it. So I added these little things and changed these from green to purple. Part of this area over here was for my friends. Right, friend? Fine, don't talk to me. Silly horse. And all the llamas. Because I had to give them all a home or they're going to drive me nuts. Over here we held a contest. So in here is where the villagers are, on this side and that side. Almost fit them all in on one side, but I didn't want to, you know, have one whole area not in use at all. Thanks, little May. So everybody's pretty much over here. Just a few guys over there. And I tried to keep it to a minimum. Then down here. I did this farm in the first couple months. I followed Pixel Riff. And then my friend Maya came in and installed this thing. I created these. As well as this. And they're all on mud because mud's not a full block. And then my friend Mindless, he wanted some moss for his project because he's building this huge project. You gotta check him out on YouTube. It's an enormous project with lots of the mossy cobble and mossy stone block. So he came in, and I'm gonna have to get a schematic of this before I go because he set up this. And all of this in the background here. So he set up like a shulker loader. So that when his moss came out... Boop, 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 boop. Of course, I'm sure Fitz knows this. And probably Bit to some extent. Shulkers come out through there. They get filled with moss. They pop off and they go in there. Look! It's so much easier. And then all that comes into here is this stuff. Which then I usually put in up there. I'm gonna do the shulker loader. That was all on Mindless. He did it for me as a favor and probably because he was tired of... I had a minecart right here. That was just picking stuff up and bringing it to me. And he changed it. Like, I mean, from what I see here... He put mud here so that the minecart collects it there instead. Because it used to be right under here. Right there. And then they would pick it up and it would bring it to here into 3 boxes. And I mean, it was a big scrambled mess. So, for the win is right. I love this. And I've got to copy this so that I can use it in future builds. One thing I won't be doing in the future is this. This is the very old-fashioned way, I guess, of doing these. Because I needed a lot of dye. Hence the flower forest. And so we could do glass, because Splashes and I have a shop together. And we do colored glass. And then, of course, I had this here, and I had 5 of these, but I didn't use nearly as much. I mean, this is the problem here. This thing is super productive for having only 2 rows. This thing's insanely productive. This one is a bit slower. And this one's the other thing that's crazy. But I'm going to make up new schematics because the other ones I have were very messy. They had a lot of ground and sky and other stuff stuck to them. It was a huge mess trying to work around them. And then, of course, I kept one of the wool farms here. Their shears have been taken out because they were all, you know, they all used up. I have too much of this stuff anyway. I mean, look at this. This is ridiculous. That's because I had a thing over that way. And then I copied Zasuma Void's design here. Sea pickles! This thing was easy to make. I love it. And I'm going to be doing it again. Trust me, when I find my permanent home, I'm doing this. Yeah. I appreciate that, Mr. Fitz. Thank you very much for showing up and for the lurk. Really nice to see you. So yeah, this is what I'm going to keep doing. It works so well. I mean, it's noisy. That I won't deny, but it works very well, and then I just trim things here. I was originally going to have a landscaping shop, but somebody else did, so I just did it for myself. Pretty self-sufficient. I'm going to get a bed so that I can sleep everywhere, and then I won't have to keep running back. I've got good taste in beds, right, Elemental? Nice purple. So this was the build contest. Well, yeah, I know they can't all be perfect now, can they? I hosted a build contest back last year, probably around September, and then Mindless put his build there. Guru came in later and just added one. Jewel Draws did one there. That's Time Architects. This is Boss Build's whole little fishing village. Theosil's little inn. With a central courtyard kind of area. And this is Maya's. Where he said I was experimenting with the two things together, which is totally not true. I don't experiment. I actually create. But his lore is kind of cute. I guess I'll live with it. DSO put this build together even though he had problems with with keeping connected to his interwebs. He was super lagging and still putting up a roof. It was amazing to see. It's also where I kept the other farm, which is why all the designs had to have either this, that, or mud. I made this one so you could change their colors. You guys are all done now. You can retire. And there's where I made a couple of map arts. I made, I think, 2. One with Dio's help and one without. So basically I made a solid black map. That's why all the black wool exists. And then I made this little... Guru drew the design for it, for our cuddly cacti. And then I put it together so that we'd have a banner thing. Because we have to represent ourselves now. Come on. Cacti crew! I know one thing, I will never do map art again. I hated every minute of it. I thought I'd enjoy it, but it is tedious. Very tedious. Diosil's one was the one that won. That's why I went there first. Starting to go his tower. His tower is so big. There's a tower in the central area. I mean, this place is so detailed. It's crazy. You know, imagine a little micro starter base like this, you know? No, I got lazy. Okay. Here we are. I didn't get around to doing this area because I'm burned out. right now, so I'm just copying builds right now for Minecraft Evolved. But this was a fishing village. I love this, you know, and especially the fishing boats. There you go. Fishing boats with real boats nestled in them. That, I think, is totally cool. I mean, between him and him, they both terraformed this corner. Because that was not there. I'm telling you. Not there. And you don't want to go down there that way. Okay.
Cat Wild rated my stream.
Cat Wild.
Viewers.
Thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Let me, find myself in this hole that Time Architect made. Because I don't know when the sun's going down and I really don't want to die. Because over here there is no, you know. Hello there, raiders. I'm Darkwychcraft, or Darkwych on YouTube. And I am really happy to meet you guys. Oh, wow. Is that Raft? That looks a lot like Raft, and I never ever succeeded in Raft. I kept dying to sharks. The sharks would eat me. It was horrible. You're very much welcome to stay. If you need to go soon, Cat Wild. Sorry, I'm gonna mispronounce your name for a while. It's a bad habit of mine. Feel free. Don't feel like you have to stay, because I know how tiring it can get when you stream. It can sort of wear us down a bit, right? And if you need to stretch or hydrate or what have you, feel free. Just want to lurk, feel free. Right now I'm just doing a little tour of the base that I just finished. And this isn't my stuff. This is where I had a contest for all the Zetas on the Zetacraft server. And they all did a different build. That one is the winner over there. I didn't choose it, the viewers did. Or our fans in Discord did. My base is right here. Now, let's see. Control T. Okay. The area in that picture is this area here. Plus a bit of that. And I mean, I chopped it down because it was so big. And so sandy, it was a nightmare. I didn't mind keeping a little bit, though. Thank you. I mean, I didn't mind keeping a little of this stuff, but I didn't want a ton of sand up to here staying around. And it was a mountain of sand all the way across to there. So I kind of dug it all out over here and over here. I mean, originally I was going to have a kind of a bridge thing, but it didn't work out. So I left remnants. And that's just that's where my farms and stuff are in there. And I use this area for, I did banners for the season. That was my big money maker. And it didn't make money, but you know, oh well. I got a bunch of banners because I've been all over the place on different servers. And they have tons of banners, so I sort of borrowed them. But my thing is trees. And this was a flower forest, so of course all of the flowers, I wanted to put them back. So what I did was literally, I mean, this is a mega base, but it's a mega base of trees and flowers and, you know, all kinds of water stuff. I mean, my house is here, but it's not the main feature. It's more or less just a side actor. See, there's the house right there. So, let's see if we can find a new picture. Okay, now that one is what we're looking at right now, right here. As you see, originally it started with all the other stuff. Right, it was a real mess. And it was all just small trees and stuff. It was a typical flower forest biome. And I decided to turn it into a flower forest still, but I wanted to make it my own forest. There we go. So, should be another picture here. We're gonna go over here. And you'll have to forgive me, I have to sleep during this because there's no one on here right now. Although I'm really well lit up here, but it just, you wouldn't see much if I didn't sleep. This is the secret garden. And it originally started with me making a big mess of it. I made all the trees dead. And then I replaced them all. So it's literally a garden. Kind of like a formal English garden. Because I like plants a lot. So, I mean, the lore is it's all powered up now because of the crystal. And it helped with the transformation. I worked a bit over here. I put in just a little, the kind of pond you have to jump over with rocks. And then down here, I made my own mangrove swamp. This was fun, trying to come up with a new design for a mangrove tree. Please don't die here. Just go, be free. No, 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 no. You don't need to die. Go, go, go. Back to the water with you. Go. No deaths today, please. I'm trying to perform a miracle, I know. Only in the last year or so, wow. Yeah, I've been at this for almost 5 years now. I've been learning how to build. And the buildings, of course, well, I'm still learning how to build buildings. I concentrated on trees. On learning how to build trees. So all of these are my own trees. Which is why my friend Mindless called it a custom tree biome. Which I guess is true. Pardon me. And I decided to paint with the leaves. So I wanted to go one step further, like as if I was like a little artist in a little hideaway. So I painted them. And I have to go up to it so you can see. You see, I put light color on the top, middle colors, darker colors, and then brought some in as if the sun is just shining through the leaves and through the branches and reaching some of the branches down below. Oh, well, thank you very much. I've had a lot of fun building this stuff. I just wanted it to be like a feast for the eyes. Now, this is the greenhouse, but it's also the potion house. So, half potion half potion production, half greenhouse. And then I came back through over here and I tore out the beehive that was in here and put this in. It's just a copy of the greenhouse in a different color. I was using originally a regular farm for bees, and I get too much stuff from them, and I hate having box after box after box of stuff I'm not using. Because I only needed a few candles this season. And then this little tree, this is a little plant hanger. You need light, right? And I tried to make sure you can't see much without moving around. The place is meant to be walked and not flown over. And this thing is amazing. I mean, this is my favorite. Good, that's back to the beginning pictures. Yay! I mean, originally we tore down every single thing you see here. All the trees. A couple of the guys wanted some wood. So I said, yeah, come, take all the trees you want. They ripped every tree right out of here. Except for one. And then we put it in this. I put in this thing here. And I tried to make this look as much like a forest that's overgrown as I could. And then we go this way. And over there is where I keep Patreon's name, I believe. Over here. This is my Patreon. And this here comes from up there, goes down there, goes under here, and comes out where we were before. And up here, this waterfall hides a sea pickle farm. Come up here, see? Through more trees, because I love trees. Underneath our feet over here is another farm, see? I did all the flower farms this season. That's the sea pickle farm. There's a flower farm over there. And another one underneath the waterfall over here. Because I like hiding the farms so I can use them. And then I put in a guest house. Because you never know when you're going to have company. I gave him a very nice view, okay? What is I hope it's view. I mean, not so much, you know? Not so much. I'm not fond of that biome. That's why I put a wall up. I put the wall so I wouldn't have to worry about mobs coming over all the time. Nice little bench to sit at, because you gotta relax once in a while, right? That's what I do. And I'm hoping that the flower forest vibe is really, really here. A little more organized, but it's still here. Let me go across here. Up here, there's a gazebo with records, because you might want to listen to music on a nice warm night and just hang out with your friends, right? And there's one of the 2 sculpt trees that inhabit the place. I made these really cool sculpt trees because I had to make a tree out of sculpt. It was a thing. I had to. Down here is another flower farm. And the last flower farm is down and under there. And you access it through the mushroom. I put Scar's dragonflies here. Now these are Scar's dragonflies. But I love them so much, I had to have some little dragonflyage going on in this area, because this is the fantasy area. I even have friendly cows. Hi. Hello. Let's see. That's how you get to the last flower farm. I hide entrances and sneaky places. And it just goes underground as a little tunnel right to here. And I put in another amethyst tree of mine, and then I made a different copy of one for my son and I. Yeah, I mean, I like having my farms right on top of me. Now, I have 1.5 tons of iron, so my iron farm used to sit right up there. It was right here. It was just snuggled right in there for the about 3-4 months, and then I tore it out because I had a double chest full of iron blocks, stacks of iron blocks. So I just figured I didn't need any more. So I yanked it out so I could put in all this. And I came up here because I wanted you to see the river. This is my favorite thing. It's like amethyst is my thing. And then I adapted this tree because that was my son who designed that tree. And then I put it on top of this. I told my son I wanted an amethyst tree, and at the time I couldn't build a tree to save my life. So he built it. And we'll go in here because there is a bed in here. This is a more empty house. It's not really a house. But it's not a house for people. This house is a house for my friends. You're on my door. Thank you, sweetie. There they are. Hi. So I turned I made the same mushroom as that one, and I just turned this into glass. And then I gave these guys a place where they could fly. Because originally I had 2, and the poor things were stuck on a lead attached to a fence for a large majority of the season. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I had to do something nice for them. So I gave them a little home. I figure this is a nicer home than being on a fence. Courtyard. That's a sister tree. In here. Like most of the trees I made were for the skulk. It's skulk catalyst, lichen, and the skulk vein. Except for these trees, they had to be made of just catalyst. It was the only way they looked good. And I mean, they kind of look like a fir tree from a distance. I neat. I like them. And I thought, well, let's give it a try. And I like it. It turned out well. And then I put in some just natural trees with flowers. Because I do these weird things all the time. Hey. There we go. You know what? I might as well take extras. Flip in here. We're gonna go over to where the rest of the builds are. That's pretty much it for my actual base. The custom tree biome, calling it that was my friend's idea. I love it though, I love it. And there's another of these trees. It's dying because it shouldn't be in the nether, you know, no tree should be in the nether. My friend Diosil put in the staircase, otherwise there wouldn't be one. I mean, hiding our farms, it's a wonderful thing to do because then you get to, you're AFKing your farm at the same time as you're working on your base, right? Why have two places when you can have one? Now, it's the shopping district. Welcome to the Zetacraft shopping district. This place is crazy. It's got tons of builds, and I only put in this shop over here. Now, mind you, it's not making money anymore, so I didn't bother to refill it, but you know. Again, I put my crystal up in here. I just can't settle for doing things halfway. Through here. I mean, I kind of like this because it's a big city, you know? And I live in the country. I'm a country girl, so... Not in real life, but in this game, I'm a country girl. Wrong floor. So I bought an apartment because I couldn't help it. I had to have a place to live up here. Complete with a bathroom. Small balcony. My own. And Bleaker's not on, which is a good thing, because when Bleaker's on, this happens a lot. You know, there's that one guy. There's always that one guy who will go through your house and will literally leave your stuff like this. And he did that. He literally flipped every single one of these one day. Drove me batty trying to get it all straightened out. And then back here, I had an art gallery that I pulled out because I didn't like it. And then I replaced the art gallery with a city garden. And it has a secret. I created a tribute to TFC. Now, I remember his last video, Tinfoil Chef, where he could not find any iron. So, I made sure to give him a lot of iron. And then a friend of mine, Maya, who's better at armor stands than I will ever be, put him in here, doing what he likes to do, mining. I absolutely love this project. It was just my way of saying thank you and goodbye. So this is the TFC Memorial Garden. I know Technoblade died around the same time. No one as of yet has approached me to ask me to do anything for Technoblade. So I did the person I knew. But if they ever want to add his name to the sign, they are more than welcome to. Okay, let's head this way. I did the trees for the cathedral here. I had to do 6 trees for them. And then I helped Splashes with with a project she's been wanting to do for a long time. So some of these trees are Splash's trees. Some of them are mine. Hard to tell which are which at this point. And this is for our glass shop called Transparent. So we made a rainbow lake, which is really phenomenal. It took a month to do this whole area. From this stuff, all this stuff, this, and the flag. And then Splashes did the boats, because I can't do boats. Complete with trans flag. Our transparent shop. The Splashes did this flag, because there's no way I could have got it to look like this at all. I mean, the stuff she had to do to get it to work like that, I can't even comprehend how she managed to make it look like it's fluttering in the breeze. She also did the redstone, because I don't know what I'm doing. I broke it. I know I remember breaking it, but using it, no. And of course, the discerning my eye will be able to figure out what all this is about. Alright, check to see if I made any money. We made any money, but we haven't made any money. Oh well. Probably should have had this shop in ages ago, eh? No, let me out. She designed the bridge and I just did a lot of terraforming. And she did the paths. It was her baby from beginning to end. I just added what I could. I placed blocks in there and I added trees. So now we have a nice little lake. And it connects the shopping district over there. Expands it to here if they want. And on top of that, it meshed it up with our starter village. Because this is where we all started our game. So you have another one of my mangrove swamps. Into desert oasis. Because the cacti crew, which I'm a part of, which for the flower wars, we've been doing a lot of builds over here. So you have the practice crew's headquarters. We have our food processing and apartments. And I mean, we even have the cacti fighters. We have a star destroyer, a cacti destroyer, and the millennium cacti, or the Falcon something. I'm not sure what he's calling it now. Guru did most of these builds. That was Diosil's. And then just come up here. And this is my starter home. And I decided to do waterlogged leaves all over again in here. Like that's how I started anyway, was with waterlogged. You have your kitchen. I'm just in time to go to bed. And I literally just, I inserted all this into trees that I grew. I didn't do anything fancy here. No fancy trees. Not on here. This was just about 4 of those, and I think 3 or 4 of these ones. And then I just sort of went into their leaves. I really liked making a wall out of this. It was just so cool. balcony. Those trees. That's when I look back on everything I did while I was here. Because I won't be here next season. Amen. We did a meeting room for the Zetacraft Zetas. And I put the trees in. Because I didn't think it could be done, and I did it. I merged my dark oak trees in to here so that it's part of the build. That I was really pleased with, was how I was able to do that. I pulled it off. Yay! On top of that, Time Architect liked my trees a lot. Perfect. Good. And then they built all this stuff. This was not me. I didn't get to do the landscaping here, unfortunately. But it still looks beautiful. I would say that. And then of course there's I like showing off Splash's build. This thing is amazing. And I gotta try and land on this bridge. Hey. This thing scares me every time I come up here, flying up here. This thing is incredible. I mean, this is all I did. I gave my friendly lizard a little worm patch. I prank people's bases with little miniature cacti. And it is certified by Boss Builds. But I love what she did here. It really is incredible, the amount of work she did. I mean, just check this out. And the incredible part is, it was designed with all of these, made in such a way, as you can see, oh well, she won't kill me. I put it back. She won't kill me. It's okay. She made all these so that the light goes through, right through the ship, and doesn't make it super dark here. See, there's barely any spawning room here. There's a dude there. Because of the way she did that. It was really something to see. And then I might let's build a game. We rebuilt the leaf spleef, which I am not going to do because I'll fall in and I'll die and then bad things will happen. But I brought this over from Woven Galaxy. There's a pig in it. I don't know how you got in there, little piggy, but okay. Probably over this, right? Oh my goodness. That is funny. This is our gaming district, where I beat the pants off of other Zetas playing that leaf spleef because it was the only one we had at the time. It's one that's basalt tape, and then you hit it with a pickaxe. It was like nuts. Oh god, it comes out here. Area slay. I have to go back over here. There should be a ladder, thank goodness. We're in a red zone here, so I really didn't want to stay there too long. I'm not a hoglin hunter. Now we can go home. Pretty much every antic I got up to this season, I was pretty much a good girl. I worked hard on my building. That's what I did. Yep. I'll just take you over and I'll show you the speedboat. And that should pretty much do the tour part, at least. I mean, I can't believe what I did in the space of 8 months. 8-9 months to finish this. Over here. I think we can take a ride and check out Guru. He's a famous rock star, don't you know? He's a rock star for our server anyway. I mean, she's excited. Yeah, well, I think he's concerned about his friend. I mean, I had to try really hard to come up with something he could stand on, because armor stands don't like to be put above air. They just sink like a rock. It was so bad. And the armor stands alone on this thing drove me insane. Every time I'd hand it or try to do it with the book, the stupid armor stand would take the book from me and I'd have to break it to start again because I couldn't get it to let go of the book. Why what? Why leaving Zeta? Darkwytch travels. I have not found my home yet. The nature of a lot of witches to be, you know, nomadic. We never settle in one place for too long. And sometimes some people can be really dumb, like me. The thing. Oh, it's like a farm over there. And Guru over here, he's another dude who likes to mix the farms with the builds, by the way. He's a friend of mine. He came over from Woven Galaxy with me as well. He built, that's an iron farm in there. And that tower just back there, that's a creeper farm / record farm. Yep. It may not get super rates. It gets him just enough rates to, to keep him in rockets. So he's very happy about that and how it turned out. At the same time, he flips a switch whenever he wants to make records, which he hasn't had to do. He's got like maxed out on records and they weren't selling super fast, so it all worked out. And he had a skeleton that would shoot at a iron golem. Wouldn't hit it, of course, but it would hit the creeper very nicely. And this is the home. This is where all things started. As you can see, the floor is really cool. I mean, if I'd ever wanted for storage, that would have been crazy. I've got my cold storage there. Fruits and dishes and my food. And then a friend of mine who had a farm. I'll let you guess what kind of farm. Gave me over 2 boxes of these chips, which I had to eat and eat and eat and eat and eat and eat. It was so many pork chops. I couldn't take it anymore. It was too full. And this is an actual water source. You just use 2 stairs and you can face them whatever way you want. And then you put in the 2 to 3 buckets of water, and then you'll end up with a permanent water source right there. Forever. Right, Putty Chat? Yeah? Let me see. I gotta retire the wings, oh boy. Alright, this is ready. I gotta take these wings and fly somewhere else. For now, I'm working with Minecraft Evolved on Twitch. I'm a part of their server. We're doing blazes and caves. So it should be a lot of fun. Yeah, like over, I think 1,000 achievements to do throughout the whole season. I think I've only gotten to 160. I think. I just hope you guys like the tour. I really do. I mean, it was a lot of fun building this. A lot of fun, a lot of work. This is about the only way you can keep these guys without them leaving. Oh, thanks, sir. It's a lot of building. Yeah, thank you. It was a lot of building. I mean, all of this texturing, this stuff takes hours. But my recommendation is if you're keeping these little axolotls, make sure you build something up so they can't get out. And even my frogs are happy. See? The frogs. I gave them a biome. I mean, what more could they want, right, guys? Places to sit, places to stand, places to swim. You got it all, don't you? These 3 frogs became Maya's light emporium. They're children. All of this. And I have all these in schematic form. So, in time I might share them on a schematic site. That way other people can build the trees too if they want. Schematic trees are hard, but they can be done if you're patient. You just do them 1 layer at a time. I mean, I streamed building that one. And it means having a lot of stuff in your hands, which, you know, we all know that this is just not a lot of room anymore. Hello, Polly. That was my daughter's idea, by the way. Yeah, put a bird on a lightning rod. It's a bird perch. And I'm not hungry enough to even eat my birthday cake even now. Right, cat? I'm not hungry enough. Anyway. This is it for this tour. And I hope you enjoyed it. I really do. Honest, I do. And until I figure out where I'm going next, I will be streaming on Twitch and maybe sending some of the content over to YouTube.
To keep it busy.